Chapter 1 of The World is Waiting for You is called From Harlem to Hollywood. So I'm not going to go page for page because I really want you to go and buy this book and read it on your own. This is after she went in for an audition. I'm on page 17. It says the other actress competing for the role was there as well, and after we finished, she invited me to lunch. She asked me how my audition went. I told her it was amazing. She asked if the executives gave me any notes while I was in the room with them, and I told her no, and that they all seemed to really love it. When I asked her what notes the executives had given her, she responded with a summary of my exact performance. My heart sank when I read that. I couldn't believe my ears. They had taken all the unique character choices I worked so hard to create and asked her to mimic them. I was dying inside. I knew exactly what was happening. She had signed the nudity clause, and I hadn't. They gave her the role. Y'all, I'm crying while I'm reading it because when people are just trying to exist and you have to fight for your faith, it is not easy. And then it further says, although it was terribly painful, that heartbreaking experience launched me into a life-changing 3-year season, a season of surrender. In that waiting season, the Lord called me to give up everything I thought I knew where my life was heading and commit to simply walking in obedience, step by step. Been there. I'm there right now. I had to surrender the process He called me to, even if I didn't like it or how long it would take. I prioritized sowing into others' lives, and God miraculously provided for me. My faith deepened in this season, and I spent many days praying, fasting, and reading the Bible. I studied purpose and calling with great intention and came to understand that while my occupational calling was to be an actress, my spiritual calling was higher. I resonate with that because that's what I did before I started my organization. I just kind of didn't know what to do, and so I served. A lot of my answers came in me serving. On page 25, it says, like me, maybe you've faced difficult seasons of waiting and praying over the years, shedding tears in the quiet moments, wondering if God would ever come through for you. You may have even felt small and insignificant, like the least of the least at the back of the line, wondering if God and anyone else has forgotten about you. Then she goes on to say, keep believing in God's plan. Trust Him with your purpose, your dreams, your calling, your family, your finances, and the people you are called to impact. God is preparing you in ways you cannot see, elevating and guiding you toward your own promised land, a place of prosperity and fulfillment with your name on it, with my name on it. God is behind the scenes crafting your divine story of miraculous manifestation, where your painful tests will become a glorious testimony for all the world to see. Wasn't that good? That's how chapter 1 ended. There were so many other things in there. The thing, how the Lord had her studying about Esther. She was in the store and she saw the keychain with the star and the name Esther on it. Like, there's so many good things, but I just don't want to give it all away. You guys need to read the book. You need to read it for yourself.